everyone. Today we are going to continue with for next programming containing some more programs that we are going to see. So the first program that we are going to see is to enter a 3-digit number and check if it is Armstrong number. So let's see that. How do we do it? What is an Armstrong number? Let's first understand an example. Like suppose we have got 153. So 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube is equal to 153 should be the answer. So let's see how do we do this program. We'll first write new auto 10-line number में we are going to input enter a number. Then we are going to give the copy of this number to any variable. For loop will start from 1 to 3. Then r is equal to n mod 10. Sum is equal to sum plus r to the power 3 and n is equal to n minus r divided by 10. Next x. What is going on here? Let's see. Like suppose in n the user has given you 153. So 20 line number is taking the copy of n and storing in m. For loop is running from 1 to 3. R is equal to n mod 10 will do what? It will divide 153 by 10. So 10 15s are 150, because of which we get a remainder 3 which will be stored in R. S we are considering to be 0. So s is equal to s plus r to the power 3. So 3 to the power 3 will give us what? 27, which will be stored in s. Then in 60 line number we are doing n is equal to n minus r divided by 10. N was how much initially? 153, and r is containing 3. 153 minus 3 will give us 150. So 150 divided by 10 will give us how much? 15 as a quotient which will be stored in n. Next x is going to increase and x will become 2. That means the second time it will enter inside the loop. Then again r is equal to n mod 10. So 15 divided by 10. 10 ones are 10 and you get 5 as a remainder which will be stored in r. S already had the cube of 3 initially, 27. 27 plus 5 to the power 3 will give us 125. 125 plus 27 will give us 152. N is equal to n minus r divided by 10. N was how much? It was initially 15. 15 minus 5 will give us 10. 10 divided by 10 will give us a quotient 1, because 10 ones are 10. So you get the value of n as 1. Next x will become 3. It will reach the loop again at 40 line number. 1 divided by 10. So 1 divided by 10 will give us a remainder 1. Why? Because 1 doesn't come in the table of 10. Right? So that is why 1 will become the remainder. And s already had 152 plus 1 to the power 3 will give us only 1. So 152 plus 1 will give us 153. Next x will now become 4 and the loop finishes. So outside the loop we are going to check if m is equal to the answer stored in s, then print Armstrong number, else print not Armstrong, and then end. Something wrong has happened after not inverted commas was not there. Okay, let's see. That was which line number? 80. In 80 again I am going to write if m is equal to s, then print Armstrong number, else print not. Now if I list this program, I am getting the correct thing. Now we will write here run. It's asking me a number. I am giving 153 and it's saying it is an Armstrong number. See, apart from 153 we have got other numbers also, like 370. You get Armstrong number, right? So this is the logic for Armstrong number that we are seeing on the screen. Now let's see a next program, and the program is to print a series 1 comma minus 3, then 5, minus 7, then 9. That means one time the odd number is negative, the other time the odd number is positive. That means this series 1 comma minus 3, 5, minus 7 and 9. So let's see how do we do it. New. So let's look at this program. Here we are running the loop. First of all, s is initialized with 1. Then I loop will run from 1 to 10. Then we are checking if any value of I is even, then s should be multiplied by minus 1, because at even positions we are getting negative sign, at odd positions positive signs. So what is the present value of s? It is 1. 1 into minus 1 will give us first of all 0, else d is equal to s. So presently though the value of I is odd, so d will become 1 only. S is equal to s plus 2, s was 1, and s is equal to s plus 2 will become 3, but the value that we have stored in d will be printed first of all. What was the value stored in d? It was 1. So 1 will be printed. After that s already has become 3. With next I will become 2. It will come inside. The present value of I is 2. 2 mod 2 is equal to 1. S now has how much? The value as 3. 3 into minus 1 will become minus 3. Then it will come to 40 line number where s already, which was 3, 3 plus 2 will become 5 and waiting for its turn. Till that time d will be printing minus 3 on the screen. So if we run this program, we are going to see for odd positions we are getting positive signs, and for even positions negative signs, minus 3, then minus 7 and so on. Now since this loop was running from 1 till 10, so we are getting the values up to minus 19. In this case, if we had to print the series up to 9, then the loop should run from 1 to 5. Otherwise this is working fine. Now let's look at the other program in which we have to enter two numbers and swap them using a third variable. Although this is not a part of for loop, but this program is very interesting because it has got two types of statements: swapping with third variable and swapping without third variable. So let's have a look at this. First of all, at 10 line number we are going to input two values a and b, and now I want to swap them using third variable. So with print I am going to write swapping with third variable. Now how do we swap? Let C is equal to A. Let A is equal to B. Let B is equal to C. What's this doing? See here, C temporarily will hold the initial value of A. So A will become empty. Suppose the value of A and B that we have given through the keyboard is 6 and 2 respectively. So the value of A is 6 and the value of B is 2. So let C is equal to A is going to take 6. A will become empty. Now in the 40 line number, A is equal to B will do what? A is going to take the value of B, which is 2. So now A will become 2. B will become now empty. Let B is equal to C. B is going to take the previous value of A, which is stored in C, that is 6. So alternatively the values have been changed, and we can print here, print A comma B. Now the next we are going to print is swapping without third variable. For this, what we are going to do, A is equal to A plus B, B is equal to A minus B, A is equal to A minus B, and then we can print both of them. How does this work? This one without third variable. Let A is equal to A plus B. Suppose that value of 6 and 2 we are going to add here. 6 plus 2 is 8. This value 8 is going to be stored in A. Then let B is equal to A minus B. A was 8. 8 minus 2. The previous value of B. 8 minus 2 will become 6. This 6 value has been given to B. Initially B was holding 2. Now it has become 6. Then let A is equal to A minus B. A was 8. 8 minus the present value of B is 6. So 8 minus 6 will become 2, which will be given to A. And then both of them will be printed. The result will be the same. But let's see how the answer comes. Let's keep those same values, 6 and 2. And now you can see that swapping with third variable 2 and 6 and so the previous value of A and B, which were 2 and 6, will now again swap again to give 6 and 2. Right, because in the same program we are doing the same thing. So A and B had changed previously. A was 2 and B was 6. Again through this swapping without third variable, A retains its value 6 and B gets the value 2. Now let's look at a program, and that is to print a Fibonacci series. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, this thing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, then 11, 20. What is Fibonacci? Fibonacci may, if you look carefully, the initial three values that we have got, 0, 1, 2, when added together will give you 3 as a fourth number of this series. 6, how does it come? 3 plus 2 plus 1. The previous three numbers will add up to give you the value 6. How does 11 come? When you add 6 and 3 and 2, you get 11. The immediate three values present before that number will give you the Fibonacci series. So let's see how do we do this. So let's look at this program. In this, the initial three values I have already taken in A, B and C. Then I am printing all the three of them, 0, 1, 2. Then after that T is going to take the sum of all the three, 0, 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2, which will be 3. then a for loop will run from 4 to 10. Why 4? Because initial 3 values we have already printed. So it will come inside and print the value of t, which was generated as 0 plus 1 plus 2, which will be 3. That will be printed as a fourth number. Now A is going to take the previous value of B, which was 1. B is going to take the value of C, which was 2. And C is going to take the present value of T, which was 3. So A is 1, B is 2, and C is 3. So that 3 plus 2 plus 1 should give us 6 as the fifth number of the series. Then with next I will become 5. It will come inside and give you 6. Then A is equal to B, B is equal to C, and C is equal to T again will be executed to generate the series. So let's run this program. We are getting 0, 1, 2. Rest of them are coming vertically because I did not put a comma on print T. So naturally they will be printed one below the other. Right? So in today's session we have seen Armstrong number, swapping in two ways, with and without third variable. Then we have seen one series which was containing one positive value, one negative value, one positive, one negative, and this Fibonacci series. So hope you have understood this programming. Practice thoroughly, because practice makes a man perfect. So carry on with your programming concepts, and we'll meet in the next session. Till then, you can press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.